Hello everyone, in the last video we have seen how we can able to build our first application in just 15 minutes. Okay, so alright, already I have started the mobile application development series. In that, two videos already I have uploaded. The first video was how you can able to install Android Studio, right? And the second one is how you can build your first application in just 15 minutes. Okay, so just basics I have explained, right? So in this video, we'll learn something new. If you really want to learn mobile application from the scratch, from the basics, from the beginning, then you must subscribe and keep watching my videos. Because I'm not going to teach you very fast. I'm not going to teach you in one video everything. I will teach you one concepts in one video, so you will understand better, right? So let's start. So in this video, we will learn how we can able to add the images in our app. Okay, so let's start. As you can see, I have already created my project here. Okay, this is my project. Okay, and we have to come to this folder that is called app. Okay, and in this we have to come to this source. Okay, in this source we have to come to this main. Okay, in main there will be two folders called Java and res. Okay, so you can see here there is no activity here, right? There is no activity. You can see here there is no layout folder also. Okay, so what is our first thing is? First thing is we have to create our first activity. Okay, so how we can create our first activity? Just right click and new and activity, just create empty view activity. Okay, and if you want you can change the name. Okay, and click here this launcher activities. Launcher means which activity should display first when the users open that app. Okay, so if you want this activity to display first, you must have to select this launcher, right? Okay, other things please don't change. And this is the Java language and finish. Okay, so right now you can see here one main activity Java file has been created, and along with this one more layout folder has been created, right? So in this layout folder you can see there is a main activity. This is called XML part. Okay, this consists of your layout. Okay, you can design your layouts here. So still it is loading, wait for some time. Okay, so you can see here it has been loaded. Okay, and second thing, as I told you, the setup is very important. Okay, it should not looks very lengthy, should not looks very messy and all. It should be very clear. Okay, this complete interface should be very clear what you are doing. Okay, and this one I don't need right now, so I'll minimize. I need attributes. I'll click on this attributes and I will make it visible here, right? So if you want you can resize this. Okay, I want like this size. Okay, finish, right? And we have seen some options like this. If you want blueprints also, you can see. If you want both, you can select like this. Okay, this thing very important when you really develop any applications, and if you want to put any elements with perfect size, this will really help you. This we call it as a blueprint. Okay, but for time being we don't need, so we'll just use our design, right? Okay, so just come to this palette. Okay, inside this you can see text, buttons, widgets. Okay, so just come to widgets and you can see there is the image view here. Okay, image view, or if you just click on this common also, you can see this is the image view. Common means these things we frequently use, so this is coming in common. Okay, but if you want you can select it from widgets also. So just drag and drop image view. So once if you drag and drop, one window will open. Okay, so you can select anyone. If you want to select this, you can select this. Okay, so this is basically the background, what background you want. Okay, so these are the basically some default backgrounds. Okay, so I want to select this, so just okay. Okay, so you can see this is visible now. Okay, but what happens if you run now? We'll see what happens. So I will select this device and I will just try to run. So let's see what happens. Okay, so you can see here our app has started. Okay, and our image is visible here. Okay, but you can see I have added at the center, but it is coming this side. If you know the reason why it is coming here, you can comment. Okay, so let's try to solve this. Okay, we'll minimize this, we'll stop. We'll see if you just click on this, double click, so you can see constraint widgets. Okay, as you know we are using constraint layout. Okay, what is this constraint layout? We'll see later. So this is our constraint layout, means we are using constraint layout in our layout. Okay, we'll be having multiple layouts like a linear layout, a relative layout, table layout, all these layouts. Okay, so every layout will be having advantages and disadvantages. Okay, but right now we are using constraint layout, that is a by default. So if we are using constraint layout, as I told earlier in the last video, every element should be constrained. Okay, that is compulsory. So we are making it as constraint. Okay, as I told you, constraint means this image will be fixed. Okay, wherever we want, we can fix in that particular place. So that we call it as a constraint. Okay, so now you can see I have fixed it in this position. Okay, so now again we'll check where our image display. Okay, so yes, now you can see our image is displaying at the center. So this is the first step to putting the images at the correct place, right? So this is the way. Now second thing is how we can add our images, like our in images, how we can add this. It is very simple, just click on this. Okay, now this one you minimize it, and I want attributes. Okay, so now if you scroll down, okay, this attributes is very important. You can explore, you can see some other options. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can see there is one option called in common attributes src compact. Okay, if you just click on this, you can able to select some other images, right? But what I will do, I must have to select our image. So one very important thing you must have to do, what you have to do is this res folder. In this res folder, you can see there are some different folders, right? So you must have to select this drawable folders. Okay, you can see this is the drawable folders. Drawable folders means whatever images you want to add, any images. Suppose if you want to add any images in your app, you must have to keep that image in this drawable folder first. So this is very important. You cannot put in any other folders. You must have to place inside this drawable folders only. So I have already one image. What I will do is I will just copy that image and I will put it in this drawable folder. Okay, I will paste in this drawable folder, right? So I've just copied one image. Okay, now what I will do is I will just paste it inside this folder. Okay, so now this is very important. You cannot put any numbers here. Okay, you must have to use small letter characters only. Okay, so if you want, I can use like img, okay, or image, anything you can add it. Okay, but you cannot use any numbers or capital letters. Okay, so if you just click OK, you can see this image has been added inside this drawable folder. Okay, now we can use this image here. Okay, again do the same process, just click on this src compact. Okay, so now you can see this img is visible here. Okay, just you have to select this and okay. So now you can see this is our image and it is visible here, right? Okay. So what I will do is now I'll just try to run. We'll see whether this image is visible or not. So we'll see. We'll just run this app once again. So yes, now you can see our image is visible here and now it is looking good. Okay, so if you want, you can adjust these images based on your required size. Okay, and one more very important thing, sometimes what happens, this image after adding here, okay, after putting all these things, but once if you run, this image will not be visible. Okay, so this usually happens when you have some older version of Android Studio. Okay, so in that case, what you can do is just click on this XML code. Okay, this is your image. This also I will explain you later. Okay, so you can see this is your image element part. Okay, so in this you have to add one line. Okay, that is called src. Just type src, enter, and here you have to write that location. Okay, what is your image file name is img, just write img. Okay, so you can see here drawable / img, that means img is under drawable folder. Just double click. Okay, so now you can see this line is added here, the source. Okay, so if your image is not visible, then you must have to write this line. Okay, which is very important, so don't forget. Okay, if we run here, So we'll see the same image, right? That means no change. So I hope you understood how to add the images in any applications. Okay. So I hope you not forget now and try to learn the steps, which is very important, and try to learn step by step. Okay. What I will recommend is don't try to learn everything at once. Try to learn step by step. Try to learn very simple things first. Okay. Then go for next. Okay. So still, if you have any doubt, you can comment in my comment section. I will definitely reply to your comment. Okay, so in the next video we'll see how we can able to take input from the users, okay, which is very important.